Hi everyone, it's Monday today, the first day of the week. And this morning, I don't have to go to school. So I just stay at home, practice some writing essays, or learning some skills on how to write a better essay. And speaking of writing, writing is a very important skill in English because when you reach an advanced level, for example, you go to high school or university, then you have to write a lot of essay. And those essays are mainly research paper, where you have to write 35-page essay or 40-page, etc. That goes to show that writing is a very important skill in everyday life. In order to have good writing skill, you need to have a good structure on how to write a good essay. Besides, you also need good vocabulary and grammar, good grammatical structures as well. All of those adds up into a good essay. But here's another way to get better at essay is to practice every single day. For me, actually, once a week, I write one essay once a week, just once a week. I think by practicing writing once a week will help me get better at essay day by day. There are many types of essay. You can write creatively, that's called creative writing, where you will just write freely in your journal. And just to clarify that writing does not necessarily mean that you have to write a long essay. Just jot down a notebook. Over here, I have lots of notebooks. You can definitely see that's where I'm pointing. Those are all of my journals when I was little until now, and I keep it. It's good to read your writing whenever you're free, and that you can kind of compare your old writing and your new writing to see whether you have improved or not. So, in today's video, I'll be showing you a good structure on how to write a 5-paragraph essay. So this structure is very common. I think you guys definitely know if you have learned how to write a formal writing or a formal essay before. But I'm just going to show you. And I think this structure is pretty easy and it helps me to write a lot better. So, as you'll know, a 5-paragraph essay is a very common type of essay that is used for all ages. A 5-paragraph essay means the essay has 5 paragraphs, 1 introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and 1 closing paragraph. Okay, so what are we waiting for? Let's jump right into it. First of all, I will be showing you how to write a good introduction. A good introduction means that you can actually tell the readers what do you want to write about. Because if you tell the reader what you want to write in the body paragraph, that is not an introduction. So an essay begins with an introductory paragraph that tells the reader what to expect to read. So a good introduction, you have to have a hook. So what exactly is a hook? A hook to catch fish, right? It has to hook the reader. It has to grab the reader's attention. For example, you start an essay in this essay, I will tell you how to collect stamps. Is that a good hook? That is not a good hook. So a good hook, that it means that the reader will feel interested in reading the essay right away. We have many types of hook. For example, we have the first type is quote from a famous person. If your writing is about a specific topic and there's a really good quote related to that topic, you can have a quote from a famous person. Besides, you can have a question. For example, have you ever thought about why do we need to eat vegetables? That is a good hook. And that means the readers will ask themselves, oh, I want to know why I have to eat vegetables. I want to know why my mom forces me to eat vegetables all the time. So that is a good hook. Remember, a good hook means that it can grab the reader's attention. And next is you can have a statement that shocks or surprises or amuses somebody. For example, millions of people were infected with COVID-19 in 2019. That is a statement that shocks everybody, right? Or you can have a definition. For example, you write about, let's say, how climate change. So first of all, you can have a definition is climate change is, and then moving on. That is also a very good way to write a hook. And you can have a comparison. For example, you write about sleep. Sleep is like a roller coaster, or life is like a roller coaster if you want to write about living life to the fullest. Another way is by dilemma or conflict. So this means, for example, I'll give you an example, is that if you want to write about password, a hook can be password has to be easy yet complex enough to keep your account safe. So that is a dilemma. It has to be safe, but it also has to be complex. It has to be easy, but it also has to be complex enough to keep your account safe. So those are all of the ways you can write a hook. Okay, and after writing a hook, you move on to mention the topic of the essay. When you mention it, you give some background information to connect with the readers. And finally, one of the most important things that cannot be missed in writing introduction is a thesis statement. So a thesis statement will tell the reader what to expect in your essay. For example, I have a thesis statement is, student use of cell phone in schools should be prohibited. That means readers will know that, your essay will talk about why the use of student cell phone should be prohibited. Okay, so thesis statement means that the information on what you will write in your essay. Another example will be if you want to write about why people should have at least 8 hours of sleep. So your thesis statement can be, people should have 8 hours of sleep because it helps them maintain their physical and their mental health. So the readers will know that in your body paragraph, you will talk about why is it beneficial for your physical and for your mental health. Yeah, that's how you write a good introduction. And I want to talk about the thesis statement a little bit more, is that first of all, you have to have the controlling idea, is like whether we should do it or whether we should not do it. And then this is the specific topic. So let's take an example of a topic which is about sleep, right? So the specific topic is sleep. Sleep should be prioritized. So sleep is the specific topic, and should be prioritized is the controlling idea. And then the reason too should be prioritized because it's beneficial for our mental and physical health. And there we go. We got a full, good thesis statement. So sleep should be prioritized because it's good for our mental and physical health. That is how you write a thesis statement in the introduction paragraph. Now let's move on to our body paragraphs. So the body paragraph is when you have many paragraphs that explain the thesis statement from the introduction. Actually, I think the body paragraph is really easy to write. So in each paragraph, you will need, it's called a topic sentence. A topic sentence which will introduce to the reader what will this paragraph be about. So for example, sleep is important for your physical health. That's a topic sentence. So it means that the readers will know that in this paragraph, you will talk about why sleep is important for your physical health. Moving on to the next paragraph, I think the takeaway here is that each paragraph, you will need a strong topic sentence to support your detail that explains the topic sentence. So the structure for the body paragraph for each paragraph is topic sentence plus details that explains the topic sentence. And remember, the topic sentence has to link to the thesis statement that you already wrote in the introduction paragraph. And the last part of the essay is the conclusion. Conclusion is really much needed Because if an essay do not have a conclusion, like doesn't have a conclusion, then it will be really hard for the readers to know, okay, what happens next, right? Conclusion is a step that the readers can understand the question, what happens next? A conclusion means that you will have to restate the thesis and strengthen your point. So first of all, you will have to summarize the main points that you have written. And secondly, you need to, use different vocabulary to restate the thesis statement, and especially use some keywords that you have used throughout the essay. Keywords are really important. For example, I wrote an essay about sleep, and the keyword in my essay is mental health, physical health, and sleep. Those are the main 3 keywords in my essay. So make sure that you can actually understand and know the keywords in your essay. And finally, you can offer a suggestion, give an opinion, make a prediction, or ask the question. So at the end of your essay, you can either make a suggestion for the reader, or make a prediction, or give your own opinion. So for example, about sleep, at the end, you can give a suggestion is that people should try to drink something warm, like warm milk, so that they can sleep better. Or people should read a book before they go to sleep, as it is good for their mental health and it prepares them for the next day. That is called a suggestion. Or you can ask a question, like, let's say, how about you? Do you sleep well? But I would not suggest asking a question. Normally, when I write an essay, I would usually write a suggestion. So people should do something. That is called suggestion. And it's more beneficial when you write a formal essay. And yeah, there it goes. This is like the structure that I usually use to write a common 5-paragraph essay, and I'll use them all the time. I think like if you're writing an essay and you don't have a good structure, you're struggling with your ideas and, that, I think this video is helpful for you, since writing an essay will be so much easier if you know well about the instruction. So remember, introduction needs a good hook, needs a good thesis statement, body paragraph, you will need some good topic sentences and some details supporting it. And finally, the conclusion, you'll need to restate and strengthen your point and give some suggestions for prediction. And that's all for today's video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!